I'm an HR exec, and after a year of crazy AI advancements, there is something uncomfortable that I need to call out. AI is not creating a workforce crisis, it's creating a full-on identity crisis for a generation of people. And I'm really talking to you, the millennials. For millennials, it hits different. We weren't just encouraged to work hard. Literally, our whole identities are wrapped up into this idea of achievement. Our ambition became our worth. Our identities are all about achieving really great things, stable careers, earning the paycheck, having the big house, hitting those milestones. And now that AI is suddenly doing all of the things that we worked so hard for and made us feel so valuable, a lot of us are feeling like a fish out of water. There's a kind of quiet panic, almost like a bit of grief in not knowing how to move forward. So this video is not about AI and all the productive things that we could be doing. It's actually about how we're gonna need to move forward and create new identities for ourselves, knowing that there's tools that can do the things that we've been trained to do, probably a little bit better and probably a whole lot faster. This is a moment where a lot of us need to think about rebuilding our careers and the whole concept of what it means to achieve what we want professionally. If you've been feeling unmotivated, lost, stressed, anxious, know that you're not alone. Now, for a lot of you watching, this is gonna sound really familiar. Maybe you grew up in an era of follow your passion, make your hobby a reality, find your purpose in your career, work hard now, be happy later. We were told we could be anything, do anything, achieve anything. We watched our parents struggle with layoffs, with recessions, instability, but we became the work hard, achieve anything generation. It wasn't a conscious choice, it was survival. And eventually work didn't become the thing that we do, it actually became who we are, forever entangled with how we think about ourselves, how we assign worth to our lives. We never really questioned it until right now. If your worth was previously tied to your output, you're the go-to person to get it done, you're the only one that has a special skill that can achieve that thing for your team, for your company, for the place that you work, now is your moment to take a pause and really decide, what will this world of AI, when jobs are literally going extinct, what will that mean for you? I had this moment not too long ago where somebody started to ask me, what is it that I do for fun? And to be very honest, I couldn't even come up with a list of things that didn't have work attached to it in some way, or some activity that would have helped me be more productive or more successful or more efficient at work. And that's a problem. What's most troubling is how people are using AI to outsource fun, outsource the things that require creativity, outsource the things that require us to interact with others, to brainstorm, to share ideas, to get impact, get feedback, the very human elements of how we go about the world. And if we're not careful, that can be really dangerous. There are a few things that we need to start unlearning to be able to be successful and thrive in this new era. One, achievement is not part of your personality. It's a coping mechanism. It's a trigger. It's a conditioning to be rewarded for doing XYZ thing. The second is your output and volume of output is not your identity. You're not inbox zero. You're not doing a million things in a short period of time. You're not your title. You're not the job that you got promoted into. You're more than that. The third is that rest is not indulgent. It's actually necessary. It's critical. It's intelligent. It's a way for you to be more creative and a way for you to thrive. The fourth is that you can be ambitious without being self-abandoning. To want more and to want to do more does not mean that you have to be lost in the process and lost in the things that you do from 9 to 5. You're allowed to be a whole human. You're allowed to move through the world with joy and to play and to have hobbies and to do things that don't simply revolve around being an achievement machine. There's another specific group of you that I want to call out. There's probably many of you, probably creative in some way, that tucked away that part of you in trade for a career choice that was more stable and one that would have promised you more money. In avoiding the stigma of being the starving artist, you chose a job. You chose a 9 to 5, you chose that corporate life. The reality is the predictable job is no longer predictable. The dependable job, the respectable title, all of those things are out the window. But this is a time, and there's never been a better time to rekindle that creative part of you and go out and make things. We have more tools at our disposal. We have more ways that we can bring to life the things that we've imagined. And for anybody that's having an identity crisis, maybe that's not such a bad thing. Maybe that means your identity for once, the one that you truly wanted to live out in the first place, has a chance to emerge. Identity is more like clay that you could be molding and shaping and changing as you go than it is something you were born with or born into. Now is a really exciting time to shape a new identity with tools that we've never had before. If you're in that uncomfortable season of realizing that this job isn't me anymore, this career path isn't the one that I chose, the stable, the steady, the easy choice that I made is no longer the one that suits me, I want to just empower you that you shouldn't feel lost. And maybe this is a moment for you to return to self. AI didn't create this identity crisis. Truly, it just revealed it. You don't have to abandon your ambition. You just need to spend time reimagining work that lights you up, work that suits you, work that enables you to pull on those pieces that maybe you hadn't revealed up until this point. You are allowed to imagine a life where work matters but doesn't define you. You are allowed to imagine a life where the creative things that you always wanted to do are things that you can actually put pen to paper. This is your opportunity to reclaim what work means for you and in a way that suits you. I'm going to be talking about this concept a lot, how we navigate in this new world of work, how we lead in this age of AI. And if you want to be part of the conversation, I invite you to stay tuned. Drop me a comment about how this identity has shifted for you in the wake of AI, and maybe some of the questions that you have about how you should move forward. This is an exciting time. You're in the right place. I hope I see you in the next video.